Lily had always enjoyed the quiet nights in her small town. It was the kind of place where you could hear crickets chirping and a lone dog barking in the distance. But one Friday night, just as she was about to drift off to sleep, her phone buzzed loudly on her nightstand.
Groggy, she picked it up, squinting at the unfamiliar number. Normally she'd ignore it, but something compelled her to answer. "Hello?" she whispered.
Silence. Then a faint sound, almost like breathing. Lily shivered. A click, and the line went dead. She tried to brush it off, convincing herself it was just a prank, but the unease lingered as she went back to sleep. The following night, just as she was finishing her homework, her phone buzzed again. The same number. This time her hands trembled as she answered.
"Hello?"
More silence. Then, barely audible, a voice whispered. She glanced at her window, feeling her pulse race. The blinds were closed, but she suddenly felt exposed. She shut the phone off and ran to her parents, but they brushed it off as a prank call. They assured her it was nothing to worry about. But as she lay in bed that night, she could have sworn she saw a shadow moving just outside her window. The next morning, Lily confided in her best friend Jess, who suggested going to the police. Together, they made a report. But without evidence, there wasn't much that could be done. That evening, Lily tried to distract herself with a movie. But halfway through, her phone buzzed. She didn't want to answer, but curiosity got the better of her. This time there was no breathing, only faint footsteps echoing in the background. A strange creak, then the sound of a door opening. The realization hit her. The caller wasn't far. They were nearby, maybe even in her own house. Heart pounding, she called out to her parents, but the house was silent. She slowly made her way to the front door to check if it was locked. But before she could reach it, the footsteps stopped, and the call went dead. Part 4. The Chilling Discovery.
I couldn't sleep that night. Every creak and groan of the house was amplified by my imagination.
In the morning, Lily and Jess decided to investigate the area around her house for any clues. Near the edge of her backyard, hidden in the bushes, they found something that made Lily's blood run cold. A crumpled piece of paper with her name written on it, along with a message.
Oh my God, Lily, look at this. It says, "See you tonight."
Terrified, they returned to the police, who promised to send someone to patrol her neighborhood.
Don't worry, we'll have someone keep an eye on the area tonight.
But Lily wasn't convinced that it would be enough. The person behind the calls was getting bolder, closer. Part 5. The Final Confrontation. That night, she barricaded herself in her room, clutching her phone. Midnight came and went without a call. She almost let herself relax when the phone buzzed again.
"Hello?"
Look outside.
Against every instinct, she went to her window and pulled back the blinds. There, standing under the streetlight, was a figure watching her. Within moments, her father burst into her room, calling the police as the figure disappeared into the shadows.
It's okay, Lily. I'm calling the police right now.
The police arrived shortly after, scouring the neighborhood. They never found the mysterious caller, but after that night, the calls stopped, leaving Lily haunted by the memory of the stranger in the dark, wondering if he was really gone or just waiting for his next chance.